Hello, and welcome back to Walt Plays Dark Souls. Last time we had a brutal fight with our friend the Sanctuary Guardian, and now we're in Ulasil in the past. You'll probably recognize this. This area is the Darkroot Garden Basin, but far in the past. This is Elizabeth the Mushroom.
Struggle. If there's anything I can do.
It's actually one of the sorcerers of Ulasil. This place is pretty weird, man. We're going to go ahead and move forward, and I'm going to take this area quick. I'm not going to cover this area in its entirety at this point. We're here for a very specific purpose. Now, we haven't gone to this half of the Darkroot Garden yet in our normal playthrough. We're here to beat Artorias and start collecting his gear, and I think we're going to have enough souls to do it as well, but if not, we will farm. These are the new enemies of the area. I've switched back to the Lightning Claymore. Or Zweihander, rather. I don't find the Scarecrows to truthfully be too bad. They don't hit that hard. The Stone Giants, though, are very difficult. You probably remember me fighting them in the Darkroot Garden. At that point, they were covered in moss. In this stage, they're actually fairly... they're bronze and stone, so they haven't accumulated the moss. They hit much harder. They're pretty difficult enemies. So over there is the Citadel where we'll be fighting Artorias, and this right here is a shortcut. We will access that fairly soon. That'll let us go from the bonfire we started at by Elizabeth to the boss fight. So I'm kind of exploring now. Like I said, I'm not going to pick up everything at this point. Really, this is just to get to our boss, start building our character up properly. Just following the wall for the time being. And as we're moving right along, again, I am just following the wall at this point for the sake of making this fairly expedient. We're going to run into a couple enemies as we slide down this hill here. And we're going to see the first appearance of Black Dragon Calamite, who is one of the bosses of the DLC. He's pretty darn difficult, actually. I have a lot of trouble with that fight as well. I likely will die on Artorias a couple times, you know, to be completely fair. But with that said, I don't think he's as bad as the first couple bosses, the one that we fought when we entered this place. As you can see, these guys in particular hit really hard, and when they pull their hammers out, they pull their hammer out of the earth there, they cause a little earthquake. And even with this incredibly powerful Lightning Zweihander, it takes a lot, ultimately, to stun them. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Now they're all fairly difficult, and there are a couple items spread out throughout this place. But I'm going to avoid most of it. So I think the Scarecrows dropped a couple things for us. They actually do drop their weapon. It's not a great weapon, but if we pick it up, we pick it up. It'd be kind of cool. I like the look of it, for sure. A little pitchfork. Consider doing a gimmicky build, do something crazy, like maybe just like whips and claws, you know, some bleed damage. Here comes Calamite. Black Dragon. Very tough fight. He should leave us alone, though. We're doing absolutely fine at this point. Still have a couple Estus flasks. We will recharge them. We got a Crystal Lizard, too. That was fortuitous. I actually didn't remember that even being there, so glad we snagged it. There are a couple tough jumps here, too, to grab some items. I hate particularly the scissor guys, because they'll hit you over and over again and bleed you, so they're pretty brutal. Do not fall down there. There is a way to get to the other side of that, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'd rather, at this point, get the shortcut for this area. What's cool about the guys with the scissors, they don't bother you initially. They're busy, like, pruning the trees. A little bit weird. But kind of cool. It's a weird attention to detail there, I guess. I didn't kindle that bonfire, so I only had 5 Estus flasks. Okay. We'll go up this hill and knock these guys out quick. Oof, close, close. I have just enough poise that they can't continually hit me with the scissors. Like, I'm gonna hit through that now that we've upgraded the armor we started with a little bit. And I think we're safe to fall through into this area, but there's a hole I usually fall in down here too. See if I can get the jump on any of the guys down below and see anybody. There we are. Boom, done. Yeah, you don't want to fall down there. Okay, another nondescript scarecrow. And I think... Oh, there's that hole. Yep. Kind of a pain in the ass. So we'll go ahead and get back to our body real quick. We're actually just about at the boss, so we'll be in real good shape. I have half a mind to kindle that. I think we're gonna need it, frankly, but I'll worry about it when we get the shortcut unlocked. The path I was going down is fairly extraneous. I should truthfully not have bothered with it. Since we went there, since I died, again, I prefer to keep my humanity, so we're going to make a rush for it. And hopefully we'll be good to go. I think I'm trapping myself. Okay, another stone knight and a couple of the scarecrows coming up here. And this is the bridge where we met Calamite for the first time. Oof, flattened. I gotta get out of there before their earthquake hits me. Yeah, we're okay. Now these guys will lose you as you cross the bridge, so not a lot to worry about. And Calamite will not come back this time. One thing that is helpful is that there are actually no archers. Okay, drop right down where we killed the crystal lizard last time. We'll deal with just a few of these scarecrows and get my body. A chunk out of me. Not great. A lot of the flowers that are glowing in here look like items, so it can be kind of confusing. I'm just going to run past these guys for the time being, just for the sake of expedience. Oh, I am surrounded. Well, that's what I get for running past them. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, there goes my 10 humanity. Well, we'll get it back. So this time we'll run to the shortcut. We'll get to the boss. And I can stop messing around. And away we go. I'll make this a quick run. Now that tower that I was at there with the shortcut, that leads right down to 2 bosses. One of which is the Black Dragon Calamite that we ran into. The other is Artorias the Abyss Walker. Artorias is necessary to advance the campaign here. However, the Black Dragon Calamite you never actually have to fight. He is tough. I mean, if that's something you want to skip, then I don't think you get anything for it unless you cut off his tail. And even if you lose the fight at that point, if you've cut off the tail, you get the weapon, the Obsidian Greatsword, so... Unless you're really hurting for souls, I mean, that's a pretty difficult fight. I'm assuming most of you that are watching this are watching this to beat everything in the game, so it's worth fighting him. If you're a completionist like I am. But don't expect it to be easy. We'll cover that much later in this series. do is get right past these two guys. There's one more item over there by the guys that are pruning the trees. Yeah, I can time that just about right so that while they run up to me, I've already hit them. Now, these two won't actually bother you until you go for that item over there. Looks like they dropped me some stuff. Ooh, don't hit me with those scissors, guy. Yeah, we got some stuff here. Some more purple moss. A gold coin, fairly worthless item, not a big deal. And there's a couple of annoying, difficult stone giants here, but I'm not gonna mess with that. Gotta get to the shortcut. That's much more important. Man, that was close. Let's get past these guys. One is bad enough. I'm not about to fight two. You can get their axe if you like. Rare drop. I don't find it to be all that good. It does have that cool earthquake attack though, so that's neat. Some solid drops from the crystal lizard there, and it looks like right behind this tower there's a couple items as well. Soul of a Proud Knight. It's free souls for us, really. Narrowly avoided that, and let's head in the elevator. Hopefully, access our shortcut. Yeah, we made it, fortunately. Okay, there's our boss right there. Cool NPC here, Chester. One of my faves.
Snatched. Yes, we are back.
He sells some decent equipment here. Decent arrows.
So long.
Most important thing is that we go up in this other tower, and that'll unlock our shortcut to the beginning, which we're going to take advantage of right now. So next moves, we're going to heal the bonfire. Gonna make sure we have 10 Estus flasks going in. We're gonna run this short route right back to the boss, and I'm gonna give it one attempt. Should I fail on my first attempt, I'm gonna film a separate video of me fighting Artorias. I think with him, us being his namesake, it deserves its own short film as we fight him, so. And I think he is pretty strong against lightning, so we're gonna switch to our other weapon. This is not a fight about blocking, it's a fight about solid evasion. Another thing I'm going to do, let's see here, yeah, we want to make sure, I'll use the Twin Humanity, as we have nothing after I lost all 10. First thing we need to do is reverse our hollowing. Other thing we need to do, make sure we kindle the bonfire, get all 10 of our Estus flasks, plus 3, and I'll go ahead and switch my weapon out as well. War Man Serpent Greatsword. Pretty short jaunt back to the boss. I'm gonna go across the bridge, we're gonna hug the right wall. I think it unlikely, but there is a possibility that we'll run into other people that may be able to help us with this. Hoping to get there with 10 Estus flasks, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Yeah, by far inferior to my lightning Flamberge, or Zweihander rather. Now this fight is a very quick fight, and there's a couple of opportunities you can take to really maximize your chances of success. When you see him channeling, getting ready to attain a buff, you can go up there and beat the snot out of him. It's hard to block him. He does have a couple pretty powerful range attacks, and he is very jumpy. He jumps all over the map. So I have my Estus Blast. I'll use Humanity if I'm really getting close. I guess I'd prefer not to, but one thing I'm confident of is that we can get back to our souls. Without further ado, we have Artorias of the Abyss. Difficult fight. Very difficult fight. He's quite evasive as well. Should have cast Power Within. A little late now. Much better. Much better. That's his channeling attack. We need to get up there and block it, otherwise he's going to gain a big buff. A little bit late. Yep. And that is Artorias. Next video, we're going to be taking him out. Thanks for watching. Walt Plays Dark Souls.